So the role of Special Operations Forces Acquisition Technology and Logistics in SOCOM is to provide equipment and services to our force. And that is coded in law. Title 10, Section 167 captures it as responsible to the commander under the authority of the Defense Acquisition Executive for SOF peculiar equipment and services. And when SOCOM was established by Congress under that law, the intent was to make it joint, not just operationally, but in acquisition as well. So we work with all the components across all the domains to make sure that our equipment providing to the Special Forces operations folks have what they need, and it works jointly. So that's absolutely our goal. The second piece of the law is the Defense Acquisition Workforce Improvement Act, and that's required for any Department of Defense acquisition personnel. All of them have to be acquisition coded. So those two laws, Title 10, Section 167 and the Defense Acquisition Workforce Improvement Act, together, if it's new capability, if it's new technology, it is our responsibility and legal authority to provide. And in the last few years, Congress and the Department have given us additional tools, new tools, to help us close the gap between the rapidly changing technology and the threats associated with them. And you'll hear things like other transaction agreements, you'll hear about commercial solutions opening, you'll hear about our arrangement with SOFWorks, the Partnership Intermediary Agreement. Not everything we're doing is FAR-based, Federal Acquisition Regulation-based contracting. These tools I just mentioned can help us move a lot faster, and industry needs to get smart on those and work with us so that on both sides we're working with these tools that help us move a lot faster. And the other piece is open systems architecture. I think we need to embrace the open systems architecture. When we talk about collaborative autonomy, when we talk about our air domain, ground domain, sea domain, space domain, all working together, we can't have stovepiped systems. They need to be open systems. So that's the other thing. Restrictive intellectual property rights, those kinds of things, that's really going to slow us down. So we need open systems architecture. So use all the tools available to us and work with open systems architecture. Attendees can make the most of their time here at SOF Week, I think in two ways. And the first is, there's really, from an acquisition perspective, SOF AT&L acquisition perspective, at the core, it is about matching technology and capabilities with the need, and vice versa. From the need perspective, General Fenton and all of his commanders are here, all the component commanders, all the theater special operation commanders are here. They're bringing the need, they're talking about their need. We have our acquisition technology and logistics folks here, the acquisition folks, the contracting officers that translate that need to industry. And then that's the other side, the industry folks. We have more exhibitors here than we did last year. We've got all kinds of folks here from industry, academia, and the labs. So that connection, between what the need is and what the industry has to provide, it's really critical to what we're doing here. That really is foundational. Laid on top of that this year, and this is the second big piece, are the 10 panels that General Fenton has set up in the People Win Transform structure, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So we're going to talk a lot about big picture, what do the next 10 years look like for SOF in competition, crisis, and integrated deterrence? What is the SOF value proposition? High level, strategic, critically thinking discussions with some really important people in the Department of Defense and across the whole of government. Overlaying everything that we're doing to match that need with the product and the technology that we have that we need to get after for our SOF forces. One other thing to get the most out of their visit here at SOF Week 2023, there are 2 locations, pretty well split up this year, maybe more in past years. Got a lot going on at the Convention Center. We've got a lot going on at Marriott Water Street. The panels are at Water Street. The exhibits and all of the PEOs and science and technology are over at the Convention Center. Got to get your steps in. You got to move back and forth. So if you're not getting your steps in this week, you're not doing SOF 2023 right. So that's the other thing that they can do to get the most out of the week.